Well, hello, how you doing, folks? I thought we were gonna have a different background for you for this special podcast episode, but thank you and thank you for watching. Today we're gonna talk about gags and jokes that you can do within the show. When you do the show, sometimes the moment that the audience remember you is not by the amazing trick or how funny you are, but sometimes when you give them a Sharpie to sign the card, for example, and they try to open the Sharpie, and for a moment they think they are high or something. Sometimes this is the moment that they actually remember the show, and these are the gags that will make the show more interesting. So today, allow me to introduce you three gags that you can introduce in your show. Two of them are 3D printed, so you can go ahead and 3D print them and use them right away. The last one is do it yourself. I'll show you how you make it. And maybe I'll refer you to a magician called Jim Pace, and he will go over maybe an hour if you're interested in more of these gags and jokes that you can use in the show. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm to start with the Sharpie, the Sharpie gag. I saw this from Bizarro actually, the first time. So basically, back in the day, I used to make it myself. I used to get a Sharpie like this. I cut it in, not in half, but a little bit more, and then I'll cut another Sharpie, so you need like a bunch of dry Sharpies. So you cut two of them, you stick toothpicks in between for support. You put the toothpicks together and you align the letters, maybe with some glue. And this is how I was able to make these before 3D printing. With 3D printing, it's easier, but you do need to find like some light gray, something that resembles a Sharpie. Maybe Bamboo Studio, they have the lightest gray, I believe. But in my case, for the sake of this video, I used the marble color, so it's closer to a light gray. The downside for this is that it does not have the text for Sharpie, but my advice is not to add any engraving. So I have a few examples here. I tried one with engraving and one with letters popping out so I can color it, but when you feel this, it doesn't feel like Sharpie. And to make this gag work really is for the audience not to notice that he's holding a Sharpie. When you print this, you're going to print it like this. You're going to have brim here so it doesn't fall off, and you want to add infill until you get 7 grams, because when you weight this, you get 7 grams. So this is how magicians think, like this is how sneaky we are. So if this is 7 grams, then when you put the cap in, it feels like a real Sharpie. So it's not awkward or anything. I think this is straight to the point. I can show you how you can build this if you want. Let me get a stick. Don't ask me where this came from, but if you get a pipe like this is a half inch from the hardware store. If this is cut from the factory and straight, if you put a Sharpie in here, it will stop at a certain angle or a moment, or before the letter S here. So with a knife, you can just roll this and cut this straight. If you want to do like 2 halves, and you can stick 2 halves with a bunch of toothpicks and some glue, you can do that. All right, moving along to the next trick. The next gag, actually, we had it in Patreon here. We had it early on when we were doing color skin, but now we have AI, and there's a lot of pictures that people don't know if they are AI or not. So one of the cool things you can do to kind of make a joke is when you take a picture, you get one of the Vernet 6-finger and you put it like this, and you take a picture like this, and that picture becomes AI suspicious because of the 6-finger. Anyways, Vernet used to make these. I don't know if they make them anymore, but it does have a cavity, so you can put it in your finger. When the time you want to use it, you can pull it out. The one we're offering a finger design with this cavity over here, so you can put it like this. But it is all filled in all the way. So you can't put your finger in, but it is something you can print right away and you can experiment with. For the skin tone color, we did discuss this so many times. If you're a light skin, you want to use one of those spray paints from Rustic Ulam that has a pinkish. So I'll add a link to that. If you're a darker color, you want to add a pink with whatever gray, or not gray, but brown or peach, and maybe mix it. But when you mix the pink, that's what it gets the skin tone effect. So that's something you want to experiment with according to your color. Anyways, 6 finger is really cool when you take a picture with a group and you want to joke and gag and troll them that it is an AI. You can suddenly turn any picture to an AI. And I think David Ginn used to do a children trick where he counts fingers. So you also can do a few gags and few tricks with this as well, along with the AI that we're all struggling with to find out what picture is real and what picture is not. Anyways, that was the second one, so I'll also provide an STL for this guy. I would, if I were you, I would print this with brim as well, so it doesn't fall off of the bed. Other than that, use a peach maybe filament and color it with your favorite method. The third one is not 3D printed, but it is something that I learned from Jim Pace. And it is one of those moments when the spectator asks you to sign a card. You tell them, you know, I don't have a pen, but I got one from the bank. And you pull up the bank joke gag. The longer this thing is, the funnier it is. So you can present it this way, that you got the pen from the bank. Or you can talk about the genius who invented the bank string that he went bankrupt, and then you pull this out. So this is another gag from I learned this from Jim Pace, and he has a video on YouTube that I found that it is posted. He goes over an hour of stuff like this, so I'll post it there. So I'll if you want to learn more and if you want to get involved in more of the gags and jokes that you can do in your show, please refer to the video that I will be posting. So I will leave it to that, and thank you very much for watching and supporting us, and thank you very much. You take care, and we'll see you next time.